first and foremost, we were already in the cold as a people before the Harmattan. And you said from your comment that the Northeast Development Commission was passed, even though the Southeast one had been on the corner. Now, I keep it there, but you can see that the only way a man who has 3 or 4 children can make progress is to put his money in the child that has shown greater promise in his academics, so that one will justify the money put in him by graduating fast and perhaps assisting the family to bring the other ones up. Everybody does not have learning capacity, the same learning capacity. Some are slow learners, some are fast learners. See, these are the Northeast you mentioned now. What multiplier has resulted from it? You continue to put, and some people have found it a conduit pipe to make their own money because they think that the federal government, well, either you have a spoiled child kind of relationship. So, if Nigeria has delayed the possibility of developing the area that should be breeding these sources and facilitators of development for this long, it is not difficult to understand why Nigeria has been moving like an elephant with a clay of feet. So whatever inequity that is meted to Igbos, advantageously or inadvertently, it bounces back on Nigeria, willy-nilly. The spirited effort to hold them down politically and economically. But they are there. They are there. So, and they will always be there. Because you don't kill a man who has a spirit of survivor, has developed the ability to accumulate and accommodate pains to the threshold that no other ethnic group can carry in this country. Even the so-called palliative that have been sharing, they have been sharing everywhere, even when the ordinary, structurally, the Southeast is supposed to deserve it even far more than the Northeast, because we were there in the cold before the Harmattan. Nobody remembers them. But they trudge on because they have a communal life. The Onyaga and one-near spirit. If there are any institution, critical institution of state, that will benefit everybody, because anything you drop in any soil in Igbo land is a multiplier. Look at the railway, how Igbos were excluded. The Port Harcourt, Meduguri, and all those things, none of them is functioning. At this point in time, the federal government would have been running to the World Bank, not even Central Bank, to deposit money, literally speaking. So, Igbo land from Meduguri to Enugu, Enugu to Onitsha, Port Harcourt to Lagos, and so on, in every week would have been raking in trillions of naira. And we ignore that to our own discomfiture because we think that we are harming the Igbos. Nobody is harming the Igbos. The case of Nigeria is that we are putting monies where there will be no multiplier. No multiplier whatsoever. The money continues to sink. If you put the Southeast Development Commission today, I can assure you that all the forces of development will be concerted in the Southeast, blossom it, and radiate manifestly to all corners of the earth, starting from Nigeria. The multiply, in fact, let me tell you the honest truth, Chris, Steve. If this SEDC becomes a reality, even in law, the people of Southeast are capable of bringing their own money to have a focus, because what is happening now is that many forces, political forces, are working in tandem, even if they were not in agreement to do so. But they now have a common purpose to hold down the Southeast for political fear, the fear of politics. But that is completely a misplaced fear. It is a phobia. Fear that does not get any justification from any sensible source.